page 38 and 39 this week, working out the key of a piece. So there are several clues that we need to find out when finding the key of a piece. You know that composers love to use scales, minors and majors when they like to create melodies. So we need to find the key of the piece to avoid wrong notes and before we start playing the melodies. One quick way to find out is the key signature. If you have the key signature of G major, your melody should start and end on G. Now in this case, it's starting and ending on G. So you can think of this as a G major scale because we always like to end the melody on the home key, which is the tonic key. Let's say you also have minor keys. Let's take a look at the second example. You have the key signature of F major, but your last note is a D here. If it's in the key of F major, your last note or the starting note will be an F or a note in the tonic triad of F major. But in this case, it's not in the tonic triad of F major because we have F, A and C. Another clue is the C sharp next to it. That is also not in the key of F major. So now let's see if this is belonging to the relative minor key of F major. 3 steps up, you find the key D minor. So in the key of D minor, you can end on tonic, and you also have the 7th note raised before the tonic. The 7th note of D minor scale is a C sharp. So there are 3 clues here to find out the key of a piece. So make sure you use these clues given in your book to find out the answers for the next question. Let's take a look at question 1. Here you need to find the key of the piece by looking at the key signature and the starting note. So you can see your first question has the key signature of C major, and it starts on a C and ends on a C. So it's obviously in the key of C major. Okay. Next we have the key signature of C major. Again, we don't have any sharps or flats, but this time the melody is starting on a E and ending on a A. So always remember, your last note will always end on the tonic. So here is the tonic key of the scale. So we can think of this as A minor because we have the raised 7th in this melody. That's a G sharp, and we also have the relative major key signature. So let's take a look at the next one. We have the key signature of F major, and your last note is a D. So this could be in the key of F major or the relative minor. So if it's in the F major, like I said, your last note has to be an F or a note from the tonic triad. But it's not in the tonic triad of F major because we have F, A and C for the tonic triad. And you know the relative minor of F major is D minor. So this can be taken as a D minor. And there's another clue. Take a look at the extra accidentals. These can be the 7th note that is raised. So check to see if C sharp is the 7th note of the D minor scale. You can count up the alphabet from D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Yes, C is the 7th note of D minor scale. So we can think of this as D minor. Alright, let's take a look at the next. We have the key signature of G major, but we are ending on the note E. Let's check if this is the relative minor of G major. So if you count down 3 steps from G, you get to E. So this can be the relative minor of G major, which is E minor, and we also have the 7th note raised twice here on the D sharp. So the seventh note of E minor scale is a D. Alright, so if you think I'm moving fast, you can pause the video and double check your answers and retry them on your own. Okay, let's take a look at the next. We have the key signature of F major again, and the last note is a F. First note is also in the tonic triad of F major. We have the C. So we can obviously think that this is in the key of F major. Take a look at the next one. We have the key signature of G major again, and the last note is a G, and we do not have any extra accidentals here, so it's obviously the key of G major. Move on to the last one. We have the key signature of F major again, and the last note is a D. This is the bass clef, and we also have an extra accidental, that's a C sharp, which can be the seventh note of the D minor scale. Alright, so that's all we have for this week. I'll see you next time.